EDE 4103, Assignment 1, Seminar Presentation. Welcome to my presentation. My name is Anouk Matthews. This presentation will capture my personal philosophy of teaching and learning. It will be based on a metaphor that I believe captures the image of a child. My metaphor is, childhood is an adventure tour. An adventure tour is an exciting, challenging experience where participants are actively engaged and working together to reach a common goal. Adventure tours are authentic experiences where participants learn new skills, pushing themselves beyond what they think they are capable of, and are fun. Participants are part of nature as they climb mountains, abseil cliffs, hike through forests, or raft down streams. I've thoroughly enjoyed preparing this presentation and hope you enjoy it. To follow is a visual representation of my metaphor. Childhood is an adventure tour. After completing the Philosophy of Education inventory, I was not surprised that my overall score indicated a very strong progressive approach to education. I believe my mind map, metaphor and video support my progressive approach. Children should be actively engaged and participating in authentic, real-world experiences, problem solving and collaboratively learning from and with each other. They should be able to learn through play and be connected to nature. My mind map focuses on the image of the child. It looks at different aspects that have shaped who I am as a teacher, such as past experiences, my values and beliefs, the role of the environment, and various theorists and philosophies that I draw upon. Who I am as a teacher is not static, however. It evolves as I grow professionally and critically reflect on my pedagogical practices. Principle 1. Children learn through collaboration with others. Learning is a social process that occurs through interaction with others. Students work together in groups, small or large, to solve problems or complete a task. Students draw on each other's strengths, knowledge and experiences, with each group member participating and contributing to the end goal. During adventure tours, adults rely on and work together with others to face challenging and often new experiences. They must work together to problem solve, motivate, and support each other to reach a common goal. Those less capable, such as someone new to the tour, learn from more knowledgeable others. They share equipment and expertise as they learn and develop new skills together. Children learn through the same type of collaboration. Working with and from each other, they observe others, share knowledge, and develop new skills. Collaborating with others allows students to listen to the ideas of others and express their own, cooperate, and develop lifelong skills such as social, problem-solving, and higher order thinking. Social constructivist Lev Vygotsky believed that learning was enhanced when students worked with others and that meaning-making occurred through interactions with more knowledgeable others. Vygotsky believed that learning occurred while students were engaged in the zone of proximal development. This zone, where students collaborate with their peers, allows them to develop skills they would otherwise not be capable of. Similarly, Barbara Rogoff believes students learn from observing and participating with their peers. Rogoff believes that learning occurs when students are part of a community of learners where collaborative relationships are formed. She further believes that the process of participation and learning with others sets students up to participate in future activities. Whilst not a theorist, it is worth mentioning the social constructivist approach of Reggio Emilia. This approach holds the belief that the collaborative relationship between teacher, students, and parents sits at the centre of the curriculum. This approach encourages and supports an atmosphere of collaborative learning between the community and the stakeholders. Flexible, heterogeneous, or mixed ability groups allow students to learn from and with each other by drawing on each other's strengths. Group work in the classroom is an effective way to encourage collaborative learning. Activities where students rely on each other is another way that students learn collaboratively. This could be in the form of a sports activity such as tunnel ball. Students observe each other and find ways to do things differently. Students working together also provide encouragement, enhancing motivation and participation. Another example is the use of a buddy system, where students are paired with older, more capable students. Not only do the younger, less capable students learn from their older buddy, but the older buddies are able to develop leadership skills, increase confidence and responsibility. Principle 2. Children learn through authentic experiences. Authentic experiences are those that are relevant and meaningful to students, where there is high engagement and transference to real-world situations. Authentic experiences expose students to various activities and settings and allow them to use what they have learnt and apply this to their lives outside of school. Authentic experiences allow students to collaborate and solve real-world problems. Adventure tours are authentic, real-world experiences. They involve people engaged in challenging tasks that uses skills that can be applied to other areas of life. They are meaningful to the people that participate in them. Children learn best through authentic tasks. Experiences they can relate to, such as making popcorn when learning about the letter P, making the popcorn, hearing and seeing the corn pop, smelling the popcorn as it is cooking, and then eating it, are real-world tactile experiences that they can relate to and apply to their lives outside of school. Children can go home and share this activity with their family. John Dewey, founder of Progressive Education, made significant contributions to how we think about education today. Dewey believed children should be engaged in meaningful, authentic experiences that were of interest to them. He advocated real-world, problem-based learning, as this saw children becoming intrinsically motivated to learn. Dewey believed students should be engaged in real-world challenges and tasks that saw them solving problems within social contexts. This gives them the skills and experience to successfully contribute to society. Provide students with real-world tasks where they are actively participating in situations they'll be able to use outside of school. An example is to set up a kitchen garden with children involved in every aspect, from planning to planting to maintaining and then harvesting food. Students can then use the produce to plan and cook meals they are able to enjoy together. An authentic experience such as this will see students engaged in their own learning, motivated and wanting to learn, whilst developing lifelong skills. Many aspects of the curriculum are covered during these experiences, such as science, English and maths, a stark contrast to learning maths by rote in the classroom. Principle 3. Children learn through active participation. Active participation occurs when students are consistently and simultaneously engaged in tasks that are meaningful, relevant and interesting to them. They are motivated and want to participate. Student prior knowledge, interest, experience and background are taken into consideration when creating tasks and lessons. In an adventure tour, everyone must actively participate in order to achieve the end goal. If you are whitewater rafting down a river, trying to navigate the rapids, everyone is participating. You don't see half the people working and the other half bored. In order to learn, students need to be actively participating in classroom discussions, activities and tasks to reach the end goal, acquiring new knowledge, new skills, or completing a task. Vygotsky believed that children's meaning-making occurred by their participation in social experiences. Bronfenbrenner, who developed the ecological systems theory to explain a child's development, believed children were active participants in making sense of their world. Rogoff suggested that through the act of participation, students were more likely to participate in events in the future. Provide students with engaging activities that are child-based and interest-led. If the topic, resources and activities are based on the personal interests of the children, they will want to participate in class. Give students choice on what they want to learn, how they learn it, and how they will demonstrate their understanding. Have students peer teach. The interaction between students promotes participation, as well as reinforcing a student's own learning by teaching others. Principle 4. Children learn through connecting with nature. Children have an innate affinity to nature. Students who are exposed to and are able to explore in natural environments, including water, sand, rocks, indigenous vegetation and edible plants, develop a connection to nature and an environmental and ecological awareness. They learn by climbing trees and scaling rocks, chasing butterflies or watching bees, making mud pies or eating fruit and vegetables they have grown. When children interact with the natural world, all of their senses become engaged. Adventure tours occur in nature, in rivers, oceans or lakes, on mountains, in canyons or cliffs. Participants of adventure tours connect deeply with nature simply by being part of it. They develop a respect and love of nature, enjoying what it has to offer and become aware of its fragility. This awareness, love and respect of nature occurs when students are part of it. When adults choose to join an adventure tour, they are choosing to be part of nature. Children belong outside. They are less stressed, happier and healthier. Academic performance has been shown to improve when children are exposed to natural environments. Husband and wife psychologist Rachel and Stephen Kaplan are leaders in research on the effects that nature has on people's well-being, mental functioning and social relationships. Kaplan and Kaplan's research found that children prefer natural environments and that there is a positive impact on children's attention, creativity, mental health, self-regulation and motor skills when exposed to nature. The Montessori philosophy places great importance on the natural world. Founder Maria Montessori believed that children develop self-respect when there is respect for nature. She argued that many areas of the curriculum, such as science, should be taught in the natural world instead of using objects to represent things. Further studies have shown the benefits to students that have a connection with nature. Examples include improved cognitive development, increased observational skills and creativity, and an increased ability for children with ADHD to concentrate. Most schools have an area in the yard that allows students to connect to nature. A school compost and food garden can introduce students to sustainability and the natural world around them. Schools that have limited access to bushland or wild areas can organise excursions that enable students to explore topics including animal habitats, life cycles, and the needs of living things. Learning can begin in the classroom with inquiry-based units looking at various topics such as ecosystems. Connect with Nature school programs provide environmental education activities for primary school children and allow students to experience the natural environment and cultural heritage through ranger-guided activities. Principle 5. Children learn through play. Play is essential to children's learning and development. Play is how children make sense of their world. It is through play that children learn about themselves, about others, about the world around them. It provides children with a supportive environment in which they're able to question, to explore, to challenge, to problem solve and think critically. Play is not just a necessity, it is a fundamental right of the child. An adventure tour is something adults choose to do. It's fun, challenging, engaging and enjoyable. It's play for adults. Adults participate in adventure tours for the adventure, the excitement and sense of satisfaction. Play for children is quite similar. Children play for enjoyment. During play they are engaged and challenged, exploring different things. Play for children is exciting and fun. An adventure tour engages adults in problem solving, collaboration, and doing things they may not have thought they were capable of doing, just as it is for children engaged in play. There is an overwhelming amount of research that supports the role of play in children's lives. Many theorists, including Vygotsky, Brunner, Piaget, Bronfenbrenner, and Mead, believe that play was essential for children's learning and development. Vygotsky suggested that during play, children entered the zone of proximal development and acted above their capabilities, as well as developing self-regulation and mental representations. Piaget believed children constructed their own knowledge through a process of assimilation and accommodation as they progressed through 3 stages of play. The philosophical approach of both Montessori and Reggio Emilia have a strong focus on play-based education. Aspects of Reggio Emilia were drawn on in the development of the early years learning framework. In the classroom, play-based learning involves providing meaningful resources, play areas, and time. Allow for spaces that are set up for the purpose of play, such as a home corner, block area, and wet area, for things such as painting or water play. Students should be provided with the time for play that is open-ended, uninterrupted, and relevant to their lives. An example would be to provide an area where students can play with water, using cups, funnels, and bottles. Maths concepts such as full, empty, and heavy are explored during this type of play. Another example is painting, where students are able to be creative. Cognitive development occurs as they plan, experiment, problem solve, and discuss what they are doing with others. An adventure tour is fun, exciting, and challenging. It is an authentic experience that takes place in an amazing natural environment. To participate in an adventure tour, you must collaborate with others, be actively engaged, and you will most likely have a lot of fun. An adventure tour is play for adults. For these reasons, I have used the metaphor, childhood is an adventure tour. Childhood is an amazing journey full of exploration, collaboration, fun, and play. It is filled with authentic experiences where children are actively participating, being curious, solving problems, and learning. Through a connection with nature, they learn about our environment and sustainability. They learn with and from others. They are actively engaged in their own learning. Childhood really is an adventure tour.